Did you know that one of the most powerful races in the Marvel Universe generated their children in a way that defies the very concept of life, giving rise to two of the most dangerous beings in existence? The truth about Dormammu's creators is stranger than any spell, a cosmic secret that reveals the true nature of absolute power and the price of ambition. Prepare to dive into the dimension of fire and learn the complete history of the FALTINE of Marvel. Hey clickers, subscribe with the bell activated. Comment on the content you want to see on the channel, share this video to help us grow, and leave your hype. This helps us a lot. The FALTINE of Marvel are a race of beings composed purely of magical energy, originating from a dimension of the same name. Their existence predates many of the known realities, making them an ancient and immeasurably powerful life form. The nature of a FALTINE is to live as conscious energy, floating in their home plane in a state of perpetual bliss and energetic communion, a concept almost incomprehensible to matter-based life forms. The origin of these beings is a crucial point to understanding their entire legacy. In a universe that existed before our own, an entity named Sinifer gave birth, through a process of fission, to the entire FALTINE race. Unlike conventional biology, procreation for the FALTINE of Marvel is an act of transformation. When they reach maturity, they simply shed their energetic body to give life to one or more descendants, a cycle of energy that perpetuates through the ages. However, not all offspring followed the design of their species. Two children in particular, Dormammu and his sister Umar, were born with a previously unseen anomaly. They craved physical matter and individual power, a heresy for a race that valued an ethereal and collective existence. This greed led them to commit the ultimate sin among their kind. They murdered their progenitor, Sinifer, to absorb his energy and forge material bodies for themselves, an act of individualism that marked them as eternal outcasts. For this abominable crime, the duo was summarily banished from the FALTINE dimension. To the FALTINE of Marvel, the pursuit of matter was a corruption, a regression to a primitive and impure state of existence. Expelled from their home, the two siblings began a journey through different realities, an incessant quest for power that would eventually lead them to a dark destiny and a new kingdom to rule. The first time the concept of these beings was introduced to readers occurred indirectly, through the origin story of their most infamous son. This happened in the comic Strange Tales Volume 126, published in November of 1964. It was there we discovered that the fearsome Lord of the Dark Dimension was not a native entity of that plane, but rather an exile from a race of energetic sorcerers. After their expulsion, Dormammu and Umar found the Dark Dimension, a realm plunged into chaos and ruled at the time by King Ulnar. Seeing an opportunity, the siblings offered their vast FALTINE powers to help Ulnar expand his domain in exchange for refuge and power within his court. Ulnar's ambition blinded him to the true nature of his new advisors. The exiled siblings' plan came to fruition when the Dark Dimension was invaded by the terrible Mindless Ones. During the chaotic battle, they manipulated events so that King Ulnar was killed, leaving the throne vacant. With the path clear, Dormammu ascended as the new supreme ruler, subjugating the Mindless Ones and establishing a reign of tyranny that would become his trademark for millennia. The first direct visual appearance of the FALTINE race, in its pure form, took a long time to happen. It was only in issue number 50 of the comic Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme, released in February of the year 1993, that heroes and readers could finally visit the FALTINE dimension and witness its flaming glory. In this story, Doctor Strange and Clea, Dormammu's niece, traveled to their family's ancestral home in search of answers and power to confront their enemies. The depiction of the FALTINE of Marvel was impactful, colossal humanoid beings made of pure mystic fire, with a power that emanated almost palpably. They revealed themselves as an ancient civilization, governed by strict laws and with a general disdain for beings of flesh and bone. This encounter established that the race is not inherently evil. They are a cosmic force of nature, a pillar of magical order. The problem lies in their indifference and their rigid code of honor. They despised Dormammu and Umar not for their evil, but for the shame they brought upon their lineage by embracing matter and individualism.
Their concern rarely extends beyond their own dimensional borders. One of the most devastating and significant encounters occurred in the first issue of Volume 3 of the Defenders comic in September of 2005. In this arc, Umar and Dormammu, in one of their unholy alliances, achieved the unthinkable. They brought an army of the FALTINE of Marvel to Earth with the goal of destroying the heroes and conquering reality. This was the ultimate demonstration of the race's military might. Each FALTINE soldier was a source of magical power capable of rivaling high-caliber sorcerers. The invasion represented a cosmic-level threat, forcing the Defenders, including Doctor Strange, Hulk, and Namor, to fight a desperate battle against a power that transcended their comprehension. The reason for the FALTINE's involvement was manipulated by their exiled children, who somehow convinced them that the existence of Clea, a hybrid of a FALTINE and a being from the Dark Dimension, was an affront that needed to be purged. This revealed a dogmatic and dangerous facet of the race, showing that their concept of purity could easily be transformed into a weapon of mass destruction. Analyzing all these appearances, the question remains, is it worth delving into the history of the FALTINE of Marvel? The answer is a resounding yes. They are not just the explanation for the existence of two of Doctor Strange's most iconic villains, they are a fundamental concept that enriches the publisher's entire mystical universe. They represent the primordial source of magic, the purest form of arcane power. Their story is a cosmic tragedy about purity versus corruption, collectivism versus individualism. Dormammu is not just a tyrant, he is a rejected son fighting to prove his worth in the only way he knows, through the conquest and domination of the matter his race so despises. This layer of complexity exists only because of the background his creators provide. They are proof that even from the purest and most ordered power, ambition and chaos can be born and thrive. And you, what do you think of this whole story? Are the FALTINE of Marvel one of the publisher's most brilliant creations, or just a justification for their villain's absurd power? Leave your theory here in the comments. We really want to know your opinion. Also, tell us what other cosmic concept or obscure character you would like us to bring to the channel. Don't forget to leave a like to support our work and share this video with everyone who loves the magical universe of comics. Your help is what keeps us going. Thanks!
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards